One fine morning, a happy little snail slid out of his cozy shell house. He was humming to himself, moving slowly but proudly across some big rocks like a tiny adventurer on a grand journey. Life was good, but then, dun, a black bug appeared from the bushes. He was crawling fast, straight toward the snail like he was late for an insect meeting. The snail heard the creepy little footsteps behind him and froze. His eyes widened. Oh no! Something's coming for me. And in pure snail style, slow but dramatic, he pulled himself back into his shell. The black bug zoomed right past him without even noticing. After a moment, the snail peeked out, realized he was safe, and continued his journey like nothing happened. Soon, both of them reached a road. The bug, being a cautious little guy, looked left and right like a professional traffic officer. Cars are scary, he muttered, before bravely starting to cross. Halfway across, honk, car appeared out of nowhere. The black bug panicked, screamed like a cartoon character, and sprinted back to the sidewalk, heart pounding. The snail, meanwhile, finally arrived. He didn't even look both ways. Nope, he just started crossing the road at his super snail speed, totally chill like he owned the place. The bug watched in horror. Dude, what are you doing? You'll be snail pancake in 3 seconds. A car came speeding down the road. The bug squeezed his eyes shut. He couldn't bear to watch. But when he opened them, the snail was fine. He had somehow made it to the other side, completely unharmed. Maybe cars respect the grind of a confident snail. The snail looked back proudly, wiggled his tiny eye stalks, and gave the bug a look like, "See? Easy." But the poor bug was still shaking, terrified to cross. Cars zoomed by again and again. Both stared at each other, stuck on opposite sides of the road, like a sad slow-motion love story. Then the snail did something heroic. He turned around, slid back across the road, again, reached the bug, and said in his squeaky voice, "Hop on, buddy. I got you." The bug hesitated, then climbed onto the snail's shell like it was a taxi ride from heaven. Together, they slowly crossed the road, cars honking, drivers confused, but the duo unstoppable. When they finally made it, the bug shouted, "We did it!" From that day, the black bug and the snail became best friends. Nap time. It was a lazy summer afternoon. One little bug was peacefully napping on a sunflower, soaking in the warmth. Nearby, another bug was sleeping out in the open, curled up on a melting ice cream cone under the blue sky. Everything was calm, until a loud noise suddenly broke the silence. Both bugs woke up, annoyed. The source of the noise? A tiny insect, loudly singing his heart out. The sunflower bug, irritated, buzzed away and found a quiet pipe to sleep inside. As soon as he dozed off, he began to dream he was in the snowy mountains. But just as he was getting comfortable, the singing insect found his way into the pipe and started singing again. The bug woke up, even more frustrated. He flew off to a new spot, determined to find peace. But guess what? The singer followed him, again and again. Wherever the poor bug tried to sleep, the little performer would show up and sing loudly. Eventually, night fell. The singing bug finally went to sleep and dreamed that he was on stage at a big concert, with thousands cheering for his songs. But then, surprise, the original bug appeared and started singing horribly loud, ruining the dream. Now it was the singing bug's turn to be annoyed. The tables had turned. The once sleepy bug was now out for revenge, chasing the little singer all over the place. They both got tired from all the running around, and finally fell asleep. But just when peace returned, a grasshopper showed up and ruined their nap all over again. One fine day in the jungle, a lonely box of peas fell from somewhere and landed on the ground. A curious little spider spotted it and thought, "Ooh, treasure." She scurried over and tried to open it, so she grabbed a pebble and whacked it. Nothing. She frowned, muttered something about cheap packaging, and fetched a bigger rock. Thud. Still nothing. Now she was mad. She brought an entire collection of rocks, big ones, small ones, emotional support ones, and launched a full-scale attack. After hours of effort, the spider spotted a massive boulder and dropped it on the box. Nope, Not even a dent. By now she was sweating. Do spiders sweat? And yelled, "Fine, gravity, do your thing." She shoved the box off a cliff. It tumbled down dramatically and landed softly on a pile of leaves. Still closed, defeated but not broken, she dragged the stubborn box all the way to the road, panting like she'd just run a marathon. "Let's see you survive this," she said, placing it right in the middle of the road. A car came flying by and squished the box flat. Peas exploded everywhere, so in the end, the peas got pureed, the spider got pancaked. One day, a group of ants entered a house. They climbed up and made their way through the wash basin, eventually reaching the kitchen. They were there to get food. There were some sweets and bananas placed on the counter. The ants quickly picked up the sweets and began heading back. But just as the last ant was about to leave with a piece of sweet, she noticed the bananas. She immediately dropped the sweet and went toward the bananas instead. She tried her best to pull one, but it was way too heavy for her. While the other ants had already reached the stairs, this one was still struggling. Suddenly, the banana slipped and got stuck in the sink. The ant gave up on that one and went for a second banana. But this one fell straight into the machine. She went for a third one. This time it fell down and rolled away. The fourth banana also fell and got spoiled. Finally, the fifth banana dropped but didn't break. The ant managed to grab it and started climbing the stairs. But just then, the banana slipped from her grip and fell down the stairs, breaking apart. Determined, the ant went back for more bananas, but by then all the bananas were gone. In the end, she had no choice but to settle for the sweet after all. One quiet afternoon, on a lonely road, a fly was driving her little bus full of other flies. Everyone was chilling, buzzing around, having a good time. But then, out of nowhere, a sneaky spider spotted them. The spider licked her lips and thought, "That looks like lunch on wheels." So she jumped into her bright yellow car, because apparently spiders drive now, and started following the fly bus. The fly noticed the spider's car coming up fast in her mirror. "Not today, Satan." She floored the gas pedal, and suddenly it was like Fast and Furious. Insect drift. The bus was flying down the road, literally. The spider got angry. She hit the gas and rammed right into the back of the fly's bus. But the fly didn't stop. Nope. She just kept speeding forward like a true action hero. That made the spider even madder. She pulled up right next to the bus, glaring at the fly with all 8 of her eyes. She swerved, hit the spider's car. The yellow car crashed into a rock, bounced once, and landed straight into a massive pile of cow poop. A cow standing nearby just stared at the mess, chewing grass like, "Bruh." Meanwhile, the fly and her crew buzzed away happily, thinking they just won the ultimate road battle. But fate's got a sense of humor, because at the end of the day, no matter how far a fly goes, her destiny is always the poop.